In the midst of a chill political climate, marked by ideological confrontations and escalating arms, an unexpected frontier sparked a fiery competition that brought a new dimension to the Cold War space. The space race was a dramatic and unprecedented era, spanning from 1955 to 1972. Nations rushed to stake their claim on the vast expanse of the universe, fostering rapid developments in technology, science, and human potential. Setting the stage, the political climate that spurred the space race. As the smoke of World War II cleared, two superpowers emerged, initiating an ideological tug-of-war that changed the face of the planet. On one side, the United States championed the cause of democratic capitalism, and on the other, the Soviet Union steadfastly defended communism. This political dichotomy fueled a fierce competition that had far-reaching implications, extending from the traditional sphere of military might to the burgeoning realm of science and technology. In this charged atmosphere, the two nations were not just bent on outgunning each other. They were determined to outwit and outpace each other, staking their pride, prestige, and geopolitical dominance on scientific breakthroughs. The intense rivalry and high-stakes gameplay meant that the arena of their contestation had to be equally grand. And what better stage than the infinite expanses of outer space, a territory unclaimed and unconquered. The echo of this geopolitical discord resonated into the depths of the cosmos, marking the inception of the space race. The finish line was not just about reaching celestial bodies. It was about reaching new frontiers of human capability and technological supremacy. The Cold War had found a new battlefield, the stars, the moon, and the endless void beyond. Before we continue with our adventure, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell not to miss future videos every week. Let's get back to the video. A shocking first victory, the Soviet Union's initial dominance. A space age ignited with a surprising bang, not from the expected American contender, but from the other side of the Iron Curtain. In 1957, the world stood in awe and trepidation as the Soviet Union fired the first shot in the space race, launching Sputnik 1, the world's first artificial satellite, into the cosmic battlefield. The small beeping sphere circling the Earth was not just a triumph of science and engineering, but a clear declaration of Soviet technological prowess. The event resonated globally, signaling to the United States that their Cold War adversary was advancing at a formidable pace. The Soviets didn't stop at merely demonstrating their technological might. They followed it with a grand statement of human achievement. 4 years later, in 1961, the world watched as Yuri Gagarin became the first man to journey into outer space. This daring feat sparked a deeper sense of urgency within the United States, a realization that the space race was more than a scientific quest. It was a race against time, against an adversary advancing steadily in its cosmic ambitions. Rockets and revolutions, the early days of space exploration. The dawn of the space race was nothing short of extraordinary, characterized by fast-paced advancements and daring exploits. Both superpowers were fueled by an insatiable thirst for cosmic conquest, and this translated into an astronomical leap in technological and scientific progress. The launch of Sputnik 1 by the Soviets had set the wheels of the race in motion, but it was only the beginning of an epic saga. Unperturbed by the early lead of the Soviets, the United States responded with vigor, aiming to claim their stake in the galactic arena. Projects like the ambitious Project Mercury were initiated, propelling the first American, Alan Shepard, into space in 1961. The thrill of the space race was in full swing as both nations strove to one-up each other, launching increasingly sophisticated satellites and spacecraft into the cosmic battlefield. Meanwhile, the Soviet Union continued to maintain a steady lead. The world watched in awe as Valentina Tereshkova, aboard Vostok 6, became the first woman to orbit Earth in 1963. This was a significant milestone, not just for the space race, but also for humanity, a testament to the fact that the frontiers of space were not just for men to explore. It was clear that this race was not just about the firsts. It was about constantly pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. The early days of the space race were a testament to the power of human imagination and innovation when fueled by a desire to explore the uncharted. The cosmos was no longer a distant dream, but a reality to be conquered. The United States responds, catching up in the space race. Not one to back down from a challenge, the United States met the Soviet advancements head-on. The Cold War adversary had raised the bar, but the United States was ready to respond. President John F. Kennedy, in a gutsy display of confidence, announced to the world in 1961 that the United States would land a man on the moon before the 70s rolled around. The ambitious declaration set the stage for the Apollo program, a colossal undertaking aimed at a lunar touchdown. With its sights set on the moon, America threw all its resources and intellectual might into the endeavor. The country's commitment to its lunar mission was unwavering and intense. The nation rallied behind their astronauts, the embodiment of America's hope and resilience. The progress was rapid and relentless, building up to the climactic Apollo 11 mission in 1969. The day Neil Armstrong descended from the lunar module and planted his foot on the moon's surface, history was made. The United States had made a stunning comeback in the space race, catapulting itself from chasing the game to leading it. Beyond competition, of the emergence of cooperation in space. As the euphoria of the moon landing began to fade, an unexpected thaw set in the previously icy arena of the space race. The all-consuming competition started to wane, giving way to an era marked by the power of collaboration. In 1975, the Apollo-Soyuz test project provided a powerful symbol of this transformation, a moment that saw a U.S. and a Soviet spacecraft latch onto each other in a peaceful cosmic ballet, miles away from earthly confines. By this docking of the erstwhile rivals signaled the end of the competitive chapter of the space race, ushering in an era where nations would look at the stars not as a battlefield, but as a shared domain of discovery. While this transition was more than a symbolic shift, it marked a new approach to space exploration. Instead of competing, nations started pooling their resources, knowledge, and capabilities to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos together. This pioneering spirit of collaboration went on to lay the groundwork for future joint missions like the International Space Station, a beacon of global cooperation floating in the sea of stars. A key takeaway from this evolution in the space race was the realization that space was not just a stage for one-upmanship, but a common frontier for all humanity. The competition might have ignited the spark, but it was cooperation that fueled the enduring quest to explore and understand our place in the universe. Legacy of the space race: impact on science and society. The space race was more than a test of technological prowess between superpowers. It was a catalyst for change that resonated through generations and transformed society in more ways than one. It kindled a profound curiosity in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, inspiring individuals to explore these fields and pioneer new paths of discovery and innovation. It was during this high-stakes race that we saw the birth of technology we now deem indispensable. Imagine navigating unfamiliar roads without GPS, or envision a world without satellite TV bringing us live broadcasts from around the globe. Even our ability to predict the weather, with satellite images giving us insights into atmospheric patterns, owes its origin to the technology honed during the space race. But perhaps the most profound legacy is seen in the way the space race rewrote the rules of international relations. The frosty rivalry gradually gave way to a thaw, ushering in a new era where the infinite cosmos was viewed not as a battlefield to stake national pride, but a shared frontier for collective exploration. This spirit of cooperation continues to guide space exploration today, evident in joint ventures like the International Space Station. And there you have it, folks. If you stayed until the end, make sure to comment what you would like to see next on the channel. See you all in the next video.